Hello, I'm at the farmhouse. As you can see, it's Sunday afternoon. I had hoped to get here before the sun was past the mountain, but that didn't happen. At 3:30, it's already way past, so yeah, it must be 2 or 2:30 when the sun leaves because of the angle and the hills and everything. So hopefully there's good enough lighting for you to see this, and hopefully you can hear it and there's not too much ambience noise, because I forgot one of the little gizmos that goes with my Bluetooth microphone. So goodbye microphone, too bad, because it sounds a lot better with a microphone. But anyway, that's the way it is. Not my first mistake of the day, for sure. Okay, so this is basically a summary and like a thank you, a big thank you for all of the participants, those of you watching probably. And so first of all, a little bit of a summary. We had 12 teens, a dozen even, from 6 different countries in Europe. And yes, that was the lowest we've ever had in terms of number, but it didn't affect the adventure in any way as far as the attitude. And it was a wonderful spirit. As always, a family forms within the first few hours, and by the first morning, everybody's just having a great time together. We had 6 days of excellent Bible teaching and all kinds of fun games and activities and excellent food, and even an opportunity for the kids to give a concert at our church here. And so half of those were, almost half, maybe five or six were first timers, and that was always good to have the new kids come in from sometimes new families that we didn't even know before. And I do know that just looking at what little I have seen of the various other missionary families, especially the ones in Spain, I think we have a good crop of teens coming up in a few years. There's a bunch of children who are just almost the right age, and will be in the next few years. So we might see the pendulum swing up, or however that is, the wrong imagery, but we'll see things swing up probably in terms of numbers. However, thanks to the teens for excellent attitudes, just so cooperative and punctual. I mean, as soon as we were singing, everybody was coming. And there were no problems of any kind in that sense of attitudes and helpfulness. A lot of the work the chores are done either volunteers or we set up groups, and so everybody was eager to help and eager to be a part of the team as we move forward day after day. A special thanks to the parents, all of you in those various countries. Some of you put out a nice chunk of money for them to be able to fly in, apart from the minimum amount that we ask for the expenses of the retreat, primarily food. That's the main one, and then of course there's fuel and so forth. But many of you put out a bit of cash for that, and some of you drove long hours to bring them up, take them back, and so that was an investment in your kids' lives, and we trust that it was worth it. Everything we hear back, of course, is positive. We haven't gotten any negative criticisms yet, but it just seems like everyone benefited from it, and the teens, of course, got good teaching. Our guests were the Scudders, and Derek, who's pastor in an inner city church there in Philadelphia, spoke on our identity in Christ and did an excellent job. All of those sessions were recorded, and in the next week or so, I'll be putting them up on the website. So if you're interested in hearing what your children listened to and heard, why, you can do that, and you'll find it to be excellent content from the scriptures, good teaching, good application. And then Sarah, she gave the missionary story 4 different nights on Adoniram and Judson, and that was good. She did a good job of leaving us hanging every night and wishing that she'd keep on. So that was a fun time up there on the sock rug. If you don't know what the sock rug is, ask your kids. They'll tell you all about it. And then, of course, I want to say thank you to all those who helped financially. A number of you did. Some of you very generously. You know who you are. You did it for the Lord, and He will repay. He is the rewarder of the faithful. But we want to say thank you. And it allowed us to be able to give back to almost all of the families a little bit of cash, those that came from far especially, and to be able to help them out a little bit with the expenses. And then there was another number of gifts that came through memorial gifts for Mr. Ogle, Pastor Jim's father. And thank you if you happen to see this as well. Thank you for giving us that extra bit of funds. What we charge doesn't really cover all the expenses. It covers most of it, but those gifts definitely make us be able to go over the top, and then to be able to give back some money to the families. And then, of course, the team members. The retreat could not be done without a good team, with everyone who jumps in, pitches in, and works hard. With the Alvarez, who are now back on the other side of the Atlantic. We're here. They do a lot of work before the retreat. That does all the shopping and planning of all the menus, and of course she's in the kitchen most of the day with those who help her. And Juan was helping with transportation and different things as well. So they're obviously very involved and always have been since the very beginning, as well as the Dodgens. The Dodgens, Mike and Madeline here, helping in transportation and in logistics and spending time with the kids and in teaching. Mike and Madeline did a separate session with the girls and the guys, and it was just good, excellent teaching, and just available for anything that's needed along the way. Anything that comes up. And then Danny from our team, our immediate team. Danny and Jordan are gone, but Danny did a bunch of work ahead of time, did his best to make sure we didn't have any glitches with all the electronics and digital equipment that he has, monitoring water and levels and electricity and the solar panels and the inverter and a bunch of stuff that I don't even know what it is. So almost all of it went very, very smoothly, and just a couple of little hiccups here and there, but he was able to solve them, even if it was 3 or 4 in the morning for him. Sometimes he was awake and watching from his phone. He knew more about what was going on than any of us who were here. And so that's from our immediate team. Then we had others coming and helping. The Willises, as they do every year, helped with the transportation, with organizing that. Jennifer was in charge of the choir, getting the concert ready. They helped in games and activities for the kids every day, and as always did a fine job with that. We also had the Klutz here again, Chuck and Elizabeth, and they come in early. They of course they pay their own way. Then they rent a van that they use here for the transportation to airports and church and all of that. And Chuck gave a session. Elizabeth was playing the piano for all the singing and for the concert, and so and she was in the kitchen as well. So I mean, you can tell we have quite a team that God brings together to help us with the with the ongoing work. That's what it is, of the retreat. Deborah, the twins were involved as well. Deborah especially was here every single day and every night. She was the sort of the supervisor for the girls, and her sister Elisa helped some as well when she could with her health issues, and they were just a huge help. And I thank you very much to them, and especially to Deborah, who actually spent more time here than anybody else, literally, because I spent the nights here, but one night I went back. Saturday night I went back because Sunday I had some things to do early in the morning, and then Mike came in for me. So, but Deborah was here every single night helping, and then in the morning breakfast is ready, and everybody's chowing out, and who has it ready? Who's gotten up early to get the coffee going and the milk warmed and all the cereals out and the table set? It was Deborah. So she was a huge blessing. And then Tim Darling came from an hour and a half away as well, missionary to Logroño. And he was here from early Monday morning through the rest of the retreat, and of course taught a session and just was a big help, and just a blessing to have him here and to have the good fellowship. We also had the visit, just a few hours really, of Brother Bud Stedman, who was visiting the Willises, and he also gave a session. So all of this stuff is recorded and will be going on. If I didn't say it before, it'll be going on the website. So if you're interested in seeing or hearing what the kids received in terms of teaching and Bible preaching, why, you can do that. There were a lot of sessions, 7, 8, 9, 10, probably 10 or 11 sessions in that amount of time, in that period of time. I knew I was going to forget somebody. I forgot our son David. He came out twice with Raquel and his 3 children. And Raquel, of course, was busy keeping the children so that David could teach and be available for the retreat. So he was a good help and taught a session as well. And of course, the Scudders, like I mentioned, they were busy in the teaching, and those they were also spending almost all day here with the kids, mingling with the kids, talking with them, and having fun with them. They jumped into the choir and were in the music rehearsals and sang in the choir. If I remember, I'll pop in just a little bit of the concert, either the dress rehearsal we did here, or maybe what they did.
Is Jesus the triumphant, risen to the Father's side? All will bow in awe and reverence at the name of Jesus Christ. He is Jesus the triumphant, risen to the Father's side. All will bow in awe and reverence at the name of Jesus Christ.
And then they stayed a few extra days. We were able to take them down to Segovia and to see some sights of ancient Spain. And last night we took them to the Bilbao airport, and then this morning they flew out. This is Sunday, so Sunday morning. Right now it's 4 o'clock. They're about 3 hours into their flight over the Atlantic, heading to Philadelphia. And they're going to be 4 very happy girls there, and a few other happy family members who are glad to have mom and dad back too. Hello everybody. This is a sort of a breakaway video in the recap that I want to do, but it is Saturday, December 16th, and the Scudders are leaving tonight. They're going to go to Bilbao. They fly out tomorrow, Sunday. So I'm not sure when I'm going to finish this. Hopefully maybe tomorrow. You might have it by Monday, so they will probably already be with their 4 angels, right?
I hope so.
So I'm going to let them just say a couple of things. Yesterday we went to Segovia in central Spain to show them a little bit of Spanish architecture and landscape and monuments, and so we had a good time. It was a long day, but it was a wonderful day. And so we got back today, and Derek was in our men's Bible study this morning and did a great job at that. And so they're just getting ready they're going to go to a concert with Mimi here in town, and then they're going to head out to Bilbao. We'll be going with them to Bilbao in just a few hours. So wanted them to be able to say hi or bye or whatever they want to say, and I'll put it in the video that I'm putting together. So go ahead.
Hey guys, glad you all got home safe. We just wanted to say we had a great week with you guys. Really enjoyed getting to know you, and just remember that you are made by God, you are loved by God, and that's all so that you can know God. So spend some time with Him even today. Spend some time with Him in the Word and prayer, and really just wanted to say thank you. You guys were an encouragement and a blessing to us, and just wanted to tell you that we're praying for you, and hopefully our paths will cross again soon in the not too distant future.
Okay, anything, Sarah?
No, I'm so thankful for the week. Thank you guys.
She did a great job with the missionary story, right? They were both at the farmhouse the whole time, spending time with the kids and playing games and just having a wonderful fellowship for that retreat we had. And they sang in the choir. I was very impressed that you would jump right in with the kids. So anyway, just want to say thank you. I'll say thank you to everybody in the other parts of the video. But right now that I'm with them, I want to say thank you to Derek and Sarah for making this very special trip. And they are looking forward to seeing their girls. And I know the girls are looking forward to seeing mom and dad. So Lord willing, by the time you see this, they probably will be reunited. If they send me a picture, then maybe I'll send it out, maybe into the WhatsApp groups and the emails. So, okay, thank you very much.
Bye guys, thank you.
So, thank you for even those of you who were back there keeping the 4 girls and allowing Derek and Sarah to come there. I'm sure I'm going to forget people who were involved, but I'm hoping I got the vast majority. My wife, Mimi, of course, is involved in everything from before the retreat till after, and so yeah, she's all over it like everyone, whatever's needed, jumping in and helping them. Importantly, is thankful to the Lord for giving us a wonderful retreat, an excellent retreat again. 18 years we've had these retreats for the kids. We've had as many as 30. I think the most was either 31 or 32. And the least we've had is a dozen. But every single one has been a wonderful week of fellowship, of good Bible teaching, and yes, an excellent time for the kids. I won't tell you how many of them and how many times they say that this is one of the favorite weeks, if not the favorite week of the year for them. Coming, and then also the testimony often comes out about how that these right here that are with them as we're telling testimonies and giving testimonies, these are kids that understand my situation, and really nobody else does. None of the other teenagers, whether back in the States or here, everyone is in a different category, so to speak. And so the MKs can really relate to others who are in ministries very similar there, sometimes very small, sometimes they're the only MKs, the only young people, And so there's special challenges, and we're able to, I hope, help with those and help give them some perspective on how they are not poor teenagers who have lost out on many things. No, the opposite is true. They have been highly blessed as God has placed them in a missionary home, and they have learned a new culture, a new language, and seen things that many others would only see in books. And they are able to serve the Lord with their parents, and they're highly blessed, highly privileged young people. Okay, I'm gonna let it go at that. Thank you very much for watching. Again, thank you for every prayer, every text of encouragement, and just all the good communication that we've received from many of you. Trust you'll have a great week, and of course a great Christmas time as many of you, of course, meet with family members. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Have a great week. And may God bless you and reward you for being kind to these MKs. God bless you. Goodbye.